In this video, we are going to do something super cool. We are going to learn how to use with the Deals module in Zoho CRM. Now, I know that you might say, yeah, I'm already working with the Deals module. But in this video, I'm going to share with you what we learned after 12 years of using the Deals module. I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to show you best practices, things to be aware of, the entire shebang. This video is going to be for everyone. It doesn't matter what industry and what you're doing with the CRM. There will be additional videos, and each video will be specific for an industry. For example, for SaaS industry, service industry, services industry such as plumbing, HVAC, appliance repair, and so on. So this video will be one video that you're going to watch, and then you will watch the second video that is dependent to your specific industry. Let's begin with the view. The view is where your employees or yourself will see what needs to be done in a given day. As an example, I can see a bunch of opportunities. Each one of them will have something that I need to do. So the main thing is, even if you don't have special customization or our follow-up system, which is very advanced, you can still create a view that the view is limiting all the stages. So you will have only stages related to you, and those are not close won or close lost. Basically, deals that you need to take action on. It will reduce lots and lots of crap from the screen, and you will know exactly what to do. Having the right information in front of you is critical. So that will be number one. On top of that, if you can have some kind of a system that will float to the top, the deals that are more urgent and needs more priority, that will be great. In our case, we are using our follow-up system, so the ones that's supposed to get priority will be pushed to the top as default. So no problem here. Let's proceed and talk about pipelines and stages. In this case, I will have here a blueprint, which I hope that you already have one. And if you don't, you need to understand what a blueprint means and how to create a playbook using a blueprint. That will be a critical thing for you. It's a game changer for businesses. Now, the idea behind the pipelines and stages is that each pipeline will have a way to conduct business. As an example, if my business is selling subscriptions and one-time services, I will have two pipelines. And each pipeline will have different stages. In, let's say, subscription, I might have step number one will be opportunity created. And in my system, I call it opportunities. In your system, it might be called deals or transactions or whatever. But in my case, it's called opportunities. The first step is the opportunity will be created. And then let's assume that someone came to my website and purchased a subscription. And then it will automatically shoot an API to the CRM and will say that this deal is now moved from created to subscription activated. And then I will have the next step will be close lost, which means this person unsubscribed from the service. So that will be a very, very basic pipeline. Another pipeline might be for services. So opportunity created will be the first stage, and then the second one might be meeting with the client or a demo. And then another stage will be sending proposal, and the next one, negotiations. And another one will be close won and close lost. very, very basic. I just want you to understand the use of pipelines and stages. Some companies will use pipelines and stages for products. So every product will have its own pipeline. It's overkill. You don't need it, and it's very difficult to maintain systems like that. So those are pipelines and stages. The next thing that I want to show you will be the contact roles. The contact roles will be people that are related to the deal. So let's assume that I'm working now with Matthew, but Matthew is also working with Chris. Now, Matthew is the point of contact, but Chris is the owner. In this case, I will have another person, another contact role. Let's say it's Noah, so I won't need to retype. So now I will have here Noah as the owner. I will create another contact role, which is very simple to do. And then I will add Noah as a contact role. So now when I'm watching the contact roles, I will have all the peoples related to the deal. When working with companies, sometimes people that you are working with right now will not be in the future. So having multiple people, even individuals, you work with the husband, you also add the wife, and maybe one of the kids is also helping in the deal. So you will have all the people that you are connected to, so you will have multiple people to talk to. In some deals, such as real estate, you might need to automate some things. For example, when a deal is signed, I will send to all the contact roles, or maybe just the lawyers and the second agent, I will send a notification that the deal was closed or some issues with the deal. So those contact roles are not only for backup, they are also for automations. So it's very important to keep them updated. The next section will be products. Products will be any kind of items that will be associated with this specific opportunity. You can click on Add Products, and then you can select the products that you want, one or more, and you can add them. The products are usually being used when you are using the quotes, sales order, purchase orders, or invoices from Zoho CRM. Otherwise, I don't think that it's even required. What I prefer to do is to have some kind of a widget instead of the products, to have some kind of a subform on the page. So the subform will look like something like that. And then I will have a nice widget. I can click on it. It will open, and then I can select the products from a widget like that. And I can also have some kind of a brain into it. So it can limit how much discount I can provide. It can check limitations based on the country of this business and so on. And this is something that is, I think it's much better than just selecting products. Once I'm updating it, the deal is being updated as you saw here. The deal is being updated. I will have the information later on in the product details. And as you can see, the deal was just updated based on the logic that I have on this widget. And also this product details subform is being updated with the deal. We also have integration, for example, with accounting systems that invoices can be automatically be generated based on milestones if need to be. Some customers will bill based on a product, some on the entire deal based on milestones. All that is possible, and it's very cool when you have those integrations in place. The next item will be the activities. The activities will be here, and you will have open activities and closed activities. The open activities will be any kind of meetings, tasks, or calls that you are going to have. If, for example, I'm going to have a meeting with someone, that can be integrated with my calendar, Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, Zoho Calendar. And when I will have the meeting here, so meeting with Jeff, and let's say it will be tomorrow from this to that. And once I'm saving it, it will shoot it to the calendar. It will also log it in the system. Now, if you have two-way integration with the calendar system, whatever you do in your calendar will also show up here. Very, very efficient. And then no one needs to ask you what happened with a specific record because everybody knows. So it's very important. Now, when this meeting will be over, the day after this meeting, it will show up in the closed activities. Also calls. If you have an integration with a phone system, all the calls will be automatically logged and will appear here. There are two usages for good phone integration, and sometimes there are poor integrations. I'm talking about good ones. Number one is that you will have all the logs, all the call logs being added to the system, so you know if your employees are actually calling your prospects. Super important. And based on that, you can have great reports such as lead came in, how fast we called them. Or someone sent an email, did we contact them back? Someone left a voicemail, sent a text message, if there was any contact back. The moment that you have this integration, you can actually have meaningful reports that will help you arrange that. The second thing is, now with the age of AI, we have thousands of recordings. I can grab those recordings automatically with AI. I can parse them, and I can grab the transcripts and create knowledge base, the best knowledge base ever, based on real conversions. So someone called to our business and we had a conversation with this prospect. If they booked a meeting, it means it was a successful conversation, just as an example. And now I'm taking all those meetings, all those phone calls, and I'm checking with AI what was the common conversation direction, and it will create me a guideline the same way that the best sales coach in the world would do, and it will create a guideline, an SOP for my business on how to conduct business. And obviously, this is just for a meeting. We can do it across the entire business for many things. Super, super useful. As for tasks, some businesses use tasks. I don't like to use tasks. I like to use our own proprietary patented follow-up system that we created. Much better than tasks. Usually when we work with businesses, they have a million tasks. They're all open, and the sales will say, we are not professional tasks updaters. We just need to sell. And the management is upset because no one is using the task system. So we just skipped this entire thing and we created our own system, which is implemented in thousands of systems, and it's amazing. So tasks, if you need to, you will do it here. The moment that the task is being closed, it will move to the closed activities. I hope I was able to give you value. If you have any questions or want to contact us, in the description below, there is the details of how to do that. Thank you very much for watching this session. I will see you in the next one.